Good morning everyone, my name is Echo, and welcome to day 27 of my daily Minecraft Survival Let's Play series. Today is going to be all about breeding the villagers and doing more work around my base. I'm probably going to need to make a storage pretty soon, because this is getting pretty bad. This is getting pretty bad. The only things that are organized are my food chests and my dirt chest. I'm gonna need to really start organizing that soon. But first, I want to get back on breeding my cows and the villagers, trying to get more stuff done around my base. And then tomorrow I'll get back to trying to find the nether fortress. Hey, Bones. Thank you. Alright. But I was thinking about what to talk about for today. And I think I've settled on anime. I want to talk about anime right now, because I like anime. I like anime a lot. I kind of grew up watching anime because I really grew up watching like stuff like Pokemon and Sonic X and Bakugan. Like okay, this might be a little bit weird, but I almost don't want to consider like that stuff like anime. I know technically it is, but because I grew up watching it like I watched my normal cartoons. I grew up watching like Ben 10 and stuff, and I didn't know what anime was when I was a kid. I always just called they were always just my cartoons. So that's what I want to call them. There was my cartoons. There was my childhood. But I pretty much grew up watching Ben 10 and Pokemon and Digimon and Bakugan and all sorts of stuff like that, which actually I think kind of sparked an interest of mine. Something that I've realized is that I really like creatures. I like monsters. I like, I like creatures. Like I just mentioned, I grew up loving Pokemon and Digimon and Bakugan and all sorts of stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh! And more stuff that I can't think of right now. But I grew up loving that stuff. And I still do. I still play a lot of Pokemon. Like an almost unhealthy amount of Pokemon. Because it's just so much fun. Right, yes, food. That's what I need. I need bread for my villagers. Whoop, whoop. Perfect. Yeah, I need a lot of wheat. But I just want to say, I like Pokemon. You don't want this bread? You get this bread. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Share it. Share it with your friend. They haven't done anything yet, have they? Looks like a no. But yeah, I like anime a lot. And I like Pokemon a lot. That's one of the other things I want to talk about today. Is I just like Pokemon. And anime. Ooh. Let's see. Okay. I want to say if I had to pick a favorite anime. No. I actually don't know what I would say my favorite anime is, because I've watched a lot of good ones. But no, if I had to pick a favorite, I probably should have thought about this before I started recording. That's on me. Okay, should I go ahead and combine? Yes, I should. It's time. It's time to combine. Efficiency 1. Efficiency 1. Never mind. I'm too poor. I forgot. I died. Man, I was really hoping to not die again. But c'est la vie. Okay, but yeah, I love Pokemon. Like I said, I've got an almost unhealthy obsession with it. Because I play a lot of Pokemon Go, and I get down into like the nitty gritty of Pokemon Go, trying to figure out like the best strategies and stuff, and I don't words. I don't I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Now I only look up like tutorials and stuff when it comes to playing Pokemon Go, like every so often. I'd say probably. Why? Why must you go right there? Okay. I'd say probably the biggest thing recently when it comes to Pokemon Go is the Dynamax stuff. Gigantamax is very difficult because I'm so upset because I'm thinking I might not be able to do the Gigantamax stuff because I ain't got enough people. There's me and my girlfriend. And for the Gigantamax stuff, you need, I believe, like minimum like 12 people or something like that. So I'm upset because I'm thinking I might not be able to get a Gigantamax Pokemon. And we don't get me wrong, we have tried to get a Gigantamax Pokemon. It just don't seem like it's possible for 2 people. We've tried really hard. And also something that I wanted to do. I want to what I just remembered is that I should make slabs. So I just did that. And bridging with slabs. This might be... I don't know what I just did. Why I just did that. I should have brought a hoe. Because this is awful. Now, bridging with the slabs is going to make this a little bit easier. Because then I can stretch my blocks out further. And I can... Excuse me. Not only am I stretching my blocks out further, but also, by having them as slabs, I can keep stuff from spawning on them. Seeing that hoglin on the bridge just now reminded me of that. So I'm going to... I really need a hoe. Why don't I have a hoe on me? Okay, that's it. We're done. We're through that part. Wait, no, my... Oh, man. I'm gonna have to go back anyway. My pickaxes are pretty much broken. Okay, yeah, okay. The Pokemon train of thought was a very short one, because I completely forgot about what I wanted to talk about. I will say, Okay, the generations that I grew up on with Pokemon, I really grew up with, like, Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Platinum and Pearl. I always wanted... Pokemon Diamond, but I was never able to get it because I really wanted Pokemon Diamond because Dialga is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. I love Dialga. I would even go as far as to say Dialga is in my top 5 favorite Pokemon. I really, really like Dialga. It's such a cool design. And I think it mostly stems from... Okay, I'm going to go on another... I'm going to go on a rant here. The main Pokemon games are good, but they get super repetitive. Okay, granted, I haven't done a whole lot with them in a while, but basically it comes down to you fight, level up your Pokemon, so that you can beat stronger things and just keep doing that until you beat the game. That's pretty much it. I will say some of them have been, like, the newer ones have been getting a little bit creative. Like, I played Sword and Shield recently. Well, okay, not recently. But with Sword and Shield, it is... Ooh. They've got... Okay, well, it's not just a thing with Sword and Shield, but they do have a... Like, I feel like they've been doing more puzzles. Okay, I guess they always had puzzles. This train of thought is going nowhere. So, I will say... Well, okay, the main point I'm trying to make is, while the main Pokemon games are good, they're still fun. I do enjoy them. I will say, there's another type of Pokemon game that I love even more than the main Pokemon games. And that has to be Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I could not tell you how many hours I put into Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I love those games. I put hundreds of hours into the main Pokemon games. Because, okay, like I said, Diamond and Pearl are the ones that I mostly grew up with. And Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I'm okay. I don't know why I screamed after I plugged the lava up, but... Yeah, I put hundreds of hours into Heart Gold. Like, Heart Gold and Platinum specifically were my jam. I put so much time into those. But Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Blue Rescue Team, that was my jam. That was the one that I played the most of. Until I got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. Oh, I love that game. No joke, that might be one of my favorite games of all time. It's so much fun. It's so good. And I think that game, my pickaxe is almost broken again. I think Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky is why I like Dialga so much. And I think the same thing can be said for Grovyle, also being one of my top 5, and Dusk Noir. Because I will never forget that betrayal. And it helps me realize that it's just... Dusk Noir's design is just so good. I love it. But that only scratches... That only touches the tip of the iceberg of my Pokemon rant. Because as much time as I put into those, I also put a lot of time into my... What are you doing out here? It's nighttime. Why aren't you in bed? Go to bed. Okay. Let me move these beds real quick. How did you get in here? Okay, let me throw these in here. But my okay, the Nintendo DS was my first, I guess, console you would call it. And my first game on that I can remember was Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia. And I love that game. It's been way too long since I played it. I need to play that again. It's so much fun. What are you doing out here? Go to your room. I'm so confused. What are you... Why aren't you here? Go. Did that do it? You going to bed now. At least I've lit this up a decent bit so they won't... Okay. Okay, did he like disconnect from his bed or something? Alright. Well, I think that is going to have to do it for today. Wow. Alright. I will definitely be going on more Pokemon rants in the future. But that's going to have to do it for today. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you all have an amazing rest of your days. And I will talk to you all later.